No, messy divorces aren't just something exclusive to your family, they even happen in the big world of tech as well, seeing how EVGA have just parted ways with Nvidia, and they will be no longer making any more Nvidia graphics cards. That's right, EVGA, the self-described #1 Nvidia partner in the US and UK, as stated by their own bio, which they still haven't changed. So that's a bit awkward. When your Twitter bio is literally just that, it's like forgetting to set your relationship status back to single. They decided to break the news by making appearances on both the Gamers Nexus and J2Sense channels, where they went into a lot of detail about why they're doing it, and revealed a lot about Nvidia's, well, very peculiar relationship with their partners. And that's putting it lightly, because it appears that Nvidia's partners may all be suffering from Stockholm Syndrome. And while EVGA said that part of the decision is based on principle, it's hard to deny that financially, making GPUs for Nvidia didn't really make much sense for them, seeing how even though they account for over 80% of the revenue, the profit margins for Nvidia graphics cards right now is at about 5% and constantly falling every single year. Compare that to something like the power supplies, which they earn 300% more profit on, despite it accounting for only roughly 20% of the revenue. So clearly it is a wise thing to do. And actually, no more EVGA Nvidia graphics cards also means no more Kingpin graphics cards, seeing how that's been one of the biggest products that EVGA have done with every single Nvidia generation. So it looks like Kingpin is going to have to look for a new home. Who's going to go with? Well, let me know your guesses down in the comments below. That of course leaves them with the entire GPU department has like literally nothing to do now, though they still somehow said that no one will be laid off. So does this mean that EVGA are going to just move over to something like AMD or Intel graphics cards? Well, no, not really. They are also not planning on doing any AMD or Intel graphics cards either. Now for a purely financial situation, I guess that kind of makes sense, because judging by all the stuff we've seen about Intel Arc so far, it looks like selling Intel Arc graphics cards is going to be about as lucrative as selling sunscreen here in England, so naturally they probably wouldn't want to invest too much in that. So somehow they have to make all of the revenue back with other market segments. But let me know what you think of all of this down in the comments below. And hey, while you're still here, why not check out our Patreon down in the video description below, because you're clearly more dedicated than most other people watching. And I'd also like to thank my existing patrons, Gavin Burns, Ryan, Justin Rage, Alaronic, LKB, Meg Sumner, Shane Allcroft, Lansby, and Jesse Herdman. Thank you guys so much, support truly goes a long way. Down you're going to find our merch store, our Discord server, and our social media links as well. But anyway, that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then remember, subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone, goodbye.